Hello friends, so today I wanted to do a little vlog for you. I just filmed my little walk in the park. This is something that I love doing even on a cold day like today. I think today was -4 Celsius when I walked in the morning, so definitely not the most pleasant temperature, but it was a beautiful sunny day. The skies are blue. Also, walking in the cold weather is something that's good for your immune system to prevent you from getting sick as often. And I am firm believer that in the cold, your body burns more calories just to keep itself warm. So there's always beneficial as well, but just keep the heart going and not just staying at home. And obviously when you're outside in the sun, you get a little bit of vitamin D. The other thing that I want to do is see these two flower bunches that I got yesterday. So they need to be put in vases, and I also need to clean up this entire counter. This cage has to get down. This plant, I don't know yet what I'm going to do with it or where to do with it or where to go with it. And then I have some boxes to unbox, so maybe we'll start with the unboxing from Sephora and that little piece from Amazon. One of my favorite places to go for a walkie, especially in the spring. The trees look so beautiful. But yeah, even on a cold day, even better on the cold day because your body needs more calories to keep you warm, so you burn more. But it's good for your immune system to just go a little outside, get some fresh air, and maybe some sunshine. Today actually is sunny. Yesterday was very overcast and cold and just nasty. Today is also cold. Actually, it's colder than yesterday. But it's so beautiful. Enjoying the beautiful blue skies and the sunshine. Usually on these platforms, they have a few there. There's turtles sitting on really nice warm days in the wintertime, but not today. It's just so peaceful. Nature is beautiful. It's really an extension of us. Oh, no, I thought that was a duck. False alarm. That's really nice. I have my hood on because when the wind whips, it's really cold and unpleasant. Yesterday there were some people sitting on the bench. The bench tipped over. They were okay though, but not the best of situations. This is part of my self-care routine. Just going on a nice walk in nature, taking time to yourself, just being present, noticing things, like the tree barks, different colors of bushes, grass, changing nature. All right, I'll report back when I'm home. All right, so let me share with you some of the things that I got. So I've been really loving this Solar Wave jelly, and this is something that you spray on your face. I've had this, so if you know, Solar Wave is that red wand or the red light therapy wand that you apply on your face, but I really enjoy spraying this on. This is what this jelly looks like, and this is probably, I don't know, my third or fourth bottle of this. And I get this on their website or on Amazon, depending how soon I need it and whether one or the other are sold out. but this is a very pleasant spray, and it feels very refreshing on your skin, but it's also, you know, it's skin care. So you get some, it's not just, you know, like just water, thermal water. You get actually some benefits out of spraying this on. All right, then I got a few things from Sephora. So here is my box. As you know, I love Necessaire. Necessaire is one of my favorite skincare products. I just like that they put some active ingredients into this. So one of them is the body wash. I like this. I repurchased this now a countless time, but this is in the scent Santal. So if you love the La Lobo Santal 26 candle, if you love this, then you're really going to enjoy this body wash. And there's also a body lotion that I use. So these two come together, smell amazing, but it comes with a pump, so it's very easy to, you know, in your bathroom, you don't have to worry about spilling things. Obviously, you have slippery hands, maybe something falls out of your hand, but this is a very handy. It comes in a pump, and this one particular is a giant bottle. I think this is 500 milliliters, so almost half a liter, basically. Not almost, it's a half a liter. This comes in, it has Epsom salt, magnesium, zinc, silica, niacinamide. Niacinamide is one of my favorite skincare ingredients. So Santal. Then I've been on a search for a hairspray, so I'm testing this one, Kendra Extra Hold, Super Hold Finishing Spray, Volume Spray. I have an issue with when I curl my hair, the curl doesn't stay. And so my hair person recommended that I get a Super Hold hairspray to see if it's going to improve. But yeah. All right, then some of the other products that I have. Oh, why is this so small? I thought I got a bigger. So I got this K18. I guess this is a purse size because I did not think I ordered this tiny little bit, 34 ounces or 10 milliliters. This is tiny, but this is really great if you either live in a humid climate and you need some humidity control, or you need help with like your split ends and some, you know, crazy hair. So this helps kind of tame this hair. It's an oil, but it gives you like a molecular repair. So it's not super oily, but for my hair, I have fine hair. So for my hair, I have to be very careful, how much I put in and where the product placement is located, because if I put it too high up, then the hair gets like looks very greasy. It doesn't look fresh. And you can apply this into dry and wet hair. Yeah, I like to apply this actually on my dry hair after I finish blow drying, just to kind of close out the cuticle and making sure that when I go outside, I don't get frizzy hair. I have a ton of lip pencils because when I was ordering some Charlotte Tilbury things before the holidays, one of the lip pencils, which is the Pink Venus, which is one of my favorite colors. I like the Pink Venus. I like the Pillow Talk Fair, and I like the original Pillow Talk. Those are the pencils that I like. I always get twos because I get one for the purse and one for the home, and so I always like to get them in pair. But the colors that I got, let's see, does it say? Sometimes it's a secret. This is the Pink Venus. There's got to be also the Pink Venus. So I have two. Then I have, what is this? I think this is the Pillow Talk Fair. And this is the regular pillow talk. So now I have several of them. My most used product. This is my eye pencil or eyebrow pencil, and this is, I just love this. I have it on right now. The only down is if you're, or I guess a good thing, if you're running out or if the product is low, your eyebrows will start or the color starts turning like an orangey color. But now it's basically a sign for me, so like either get a new pencil or reorder. And then another product that I've been loving, I cannot say enough good things, is this, I don't know why the camera doesn't want to focus today, but is this product. And this is the Christian Macmillan, the Want. And it's like a quick fix, but I just find that it stays on my hair long enough. And it basically helps your hair to get nice and slick and stay that way without weighing it down too much. It's like a gel with a wand inside. So imagine like your mascara wand or your spoolie that has gel in it. So that's what this product is like. I don't want to unpack it because I still have, like, that's basically what it is. And there's a spoolie inside. And I just thought this product is brilliant. I needed to repurchase this. I think that anything, like in the past, what I would do, I would take a spoolie, spray hairspray on it in an effort to try to smooth out all of the frizzies or flyaways. And this is basically what I was missing. So strongly recommend this if you haven't tried this yet. It's a really awesome product. And obviously, like, it's slick enough. If you want to retouch, you can put it in your purse and keep it moving. All right, so the next thing that I want to tackle is this corner of my bar or my kitchen counter. So I'm going to replace this with my Jonathan Adler with my flowers and just get rid of this. So I'm just going to put this down. And of course, wipe this whole thing down to make sure that I have clean surface. One thing that I feel like I need to get, and of course this is like a secondhand thing because I love vintage antique pieces. It's just pieces that have history. Like, for example, this little glass container that I have here. I found it on Etsy. I just like how, the detail, and it's slightly different. And I just keep my matches in here and my lighter because obviously I have candles everywhere. But they get all of the water, so I feel better about it. So sometimes if I don't put my flowers in a vase right away, I feel bad. But number one thing that I'm going to do is put ice cubes in here, because in the winter time, when the temperature is too hot, or when it's, you have all of the heaters on and have your heater on, plants don't really like it. So I have humidifier at all times, but I also like to put some ice cubes inside of the vases just to give it a little bit more cooling effect. So I'm going to grab the ice cubes and I'll be... All right, so I have my ice cubes in there, and I'm just going to trim the roses just a little bit. As always, I like to cut the lower green branches, just because if they pop in the water, they can create bacteria when they sit in the water. So I just want to make sure that I avoid this. And then if there's anything hanging kind of oddly, I want to make sure that I cut that off too, so it doesn't fall in the water. I don't cut a lot. I always cut the stem at an angle so there's more of a surface for the stem to drink up water. Honestly, I really like the greens on the plants. I know some people cut them all off. I don't quite get why. I feel, especially if you have like a wide vase like I do here, it gives it a little bit of a contrast to the vase and the flower and the colors of the flower. So I always keep them on. Do you keep them on, or do you trim all of the green from the roses or any flowers? I don't know. I just feel like this adds kind of the nostalgic charm to it. You know, when you think about, I don't know, French country, they always have flowers in as much of a, I don't want to say natural state, but as much of a natural way that you would find them in nature as possible. And so that's it. I don't need anything, you know, extraordinary. So this is my first round. I put this kind of here at the corner. I have my candle here. This is a candle by Lafco. It smells nice. It's amber. This is not the scent that I wanted. I think I wanted sea dune, and they just sent me the wrong candle, but I mean, it's fine. It goes actually really well with the other candle that I ordered, which is the Colony in Palm Beach Colony scent, and so I didn't mind. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing with my other flower bunch. This is more kind of like a creamy color, and this vase will go on my dining table. So once I finish, I'll show you what it looks like. I don't like to put too much on my dining table because you know, obviously we eat all that, so I don't want to vomit. The thing is, these flowers are much longer, so I'm going to have to cut quite a bit. So I always stand them kind of against the vase, and I know that I have to cut probably a quarter of the stem, like about here. So I always take one, I trim it just to see how long this could be. However, I'm never kind of, you know, if I cut too long, if I cut too short, it's not tragic. Again, I have to cut a little bit. Like if you cut it too short, you know, it's okay if you have different heights. I think like adding different heights gives a little bit of an interest. And this is the different, it seems to me that this is a little bit of a different rose, because there isn't a lot of leaves at the top of the stem. Most of the leaves are on the bottom. So I was wondering, how do you guys, you know, keep, like, how do you, what are some of your self-care routines, right? What do you do to maintain a balance? Like this, to me, like I love making flower arrangements. Something about having flowers in my hand, kind of engaging with them, just gives me a little bit like a peace of mind, and it's very relaxing and de-stressing. So I enjoy doing this, but I'm just wondering, what are some other kind of things that you guys do? I feel like flower arrangements is a little bit like a feminine, not hobby, but I feel like it helps you get in touch with your feminine side, because you know, flowers, and especially roses or peonies, they're just very feminine flowers, I would say. So I love hydrangeas, so having them around, I feel like helps me, kind of brings that balance in, as we're, you know, obviously always in such a go, go, go mode throughout the week. So I just like to slow down and just take the time to myself and just do these little things. And it beautifies the space, it makes it more cozy, makes it more welcoming. It just, I feel it's just a nice habit to have. Even doesn't have to be anything like a rose, doesn't have to be anything very expensive, but I feel like flowers always makes your space, fresh flowers always refresh the space and make it feel a little bit more upscale and just changes the vibes. Let me know what you think in the comment section. So this is what this corner of my countertop ends up looking like. I used a Serena and Lily tray, but just to visually a little bit organize all of the little items that I had standing here with my beautiful Jonathan Adler vase and the flowers. It's just, I think it's looking good for now. My ever self-care activity, how I take a few moments of the day for myself, is a cup of tea. My current favorite tea is Dream. So I have to say, I must admit that I am a little bit of a tea snob. I do always seek out and look for the best quality tea, and I don't like too many flavors, and I often drink my tea black or without any sugar, lemon, or milk, depending on the tea type. This particular one that I'm drinking today is the Dream Tea by Mariage Ferrer. It's a French company. They have a variety of teas. It's very easy if you're a tea lover like me. It's very, very easy to buy an abundance of different tea types depending on your preferences and the type of teas that you like. I've been a fan of this particular tea for a few years now, so I keep repurchasing the tea. This is a rooibos based tea with some bergamot. Rooibos is not high in caffeine, so it's a nice evening or relaxing tea. But I just find tea for me is just that moment in the day where I just relax. I turn off any electronic devices and I just sit here and you know, maybe flip through a magazine, maybe read a book, depending on the mood that I'm in. But I try to always take this time to be kind of more in the presence and be to myself and truly decompress, even if it's just 10 minutes for one cup of tea. But those moments are very important to me because it's an opportunity for me to reconnect with myself. I also like the fact that I have this big tree behind me. This bird of paradise is over 6 feet tall. So I feel a little bit, you know, sometimes I think about the old English manners where you had a little glass house, and in the winter time you could, you know, they enjoyed just spending their time there, and it was, you know, that different environment. So I kind of think about it, it's like, okay, this is my glass house orangery moment. But yes, so I always drink like this. I do not drink from kind of disposable cups or your Stanley mugs. I just feel like this ruins the moment a little bit for me, because I feel that every moment is meant to be special. So I try to elevate my experience at any opportunity that I get. Obviously, we're often very much rushed, right? Like even if it's, you know, your lunch, how often do we eat at our desks because we're trying to get through to a project instead of truly taking the time to just eat, be present, be mindful of what we're eating. And it's just often impossible. We're being, sorry. All right, my little girl wanted to join us here. but I just feel like this is, there's certain things that I do not like to ruin for myself, and so I always seek out to elevate these tea drinking moments. And so I always have a teapot, a little tray, and of course a nice cup and saucer. And I have a big collection of cups and saucers, and maybe one day I share. Let me know in the comment section if this would be something of interest, because I love different styles. Also keep in mind that depending on the type of cup you have, or the type, sorry, let me rephrase, depending on the type of tea, you might need to use a different cup to kind of elevate the flavor of the tea. But that's not why I have such a big collection. I just love teacups. I just find, the dainty or the shapes or the beautiful patterns, they're just capture my mind and my attention. But yeah, let me know in the comment section if this is something that you would like to see. And if you were a teacup lover, join me. Let me know how you collect your teacups. I like going to secondhand shops, but obviously you buy a lot of pieces at the regular stores. Something that I'm kind of wary of, especially with older china. I use my china is not just for display. And so back in the days, they used lead in the paint and used lead in the glaze. And so it's not the safest to use for every day. So, I for the most part prefer to buy them myself in a new place, unless it's a fairly recent addition. But that's beside the point. Anyway, I hope that you're take the time today to sip a little bit tea or coffee and really create a moment for yourself where you can be free of distractions, even if it's just for 10 minutes. Just relax, find yourself a little corner of your home that you enjoy. Maybe have a few flowers at the table with you. And I hope you enjoyed this little vlog. Just a few things throughout the day that I do to kind of take time for myself and reconnect with myself, reconnect with kind of the feminine side. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Bye. Oh, thank you.